Before the myth created kings, a god entered the hut of the old. Not the hall of rulers, not the court of the rich, not the house where gold had already learned to feel important. He came first to those who carry the world, and whom the world later forgets. They called him Rígr, but behind that name walked Heimdall, the watcher of thresholds, the listener of grass, the seer at the edge of the gods' world. But on that day he wore no splendor, no horn, no thunder, no crown of heaven. Only a cloak, a staff, and the step of a wanderer. He walked over wet earth, past cold fields, past stones that carried no names yet. And then he saw the first house, not large, not beautiful, not built to impress anyone. It stood there as people sometimes stand, low, hard, and still not fallen. There lived Ái and Edda, the great-grandfather, the great-grandmother, old as roots, rough as earth, not broken by life, but marked by it. They saw the stranger at their door. They did not ask whether he was a god. They only asked whether he needed warmth. So Rígr came to their fire. He sat down, he ate what they had. No food from wealthy halls, only simple bread, heavy air, a meal that tasted more like survival than feast. And Rígr saw their hands, hands that carried wood, hands that broke the earth, hands that asked for no songs because songs are rarely written for them. That night, the god remained in the house, not as judge, not as king, not as master, but as a guest inside an order older than any crown. And from that visit a name grew, Thrall, the son of the first house, not born for glory, not born for throne and sword, but for burden, for labor, for those paths where the body grows tired before hope does. The old myth tells this as the beginning of servants of the unfree, of those who were meant to carry while others would later stand above them. But a saga is not automatically truth, and origin is not the same as right. Just because a myth explains how people were divided does not mean that this division was just. Because between explanation and justification lies the first betrayal. That is where power begins to dress itself as fate. That is where a name becomes a chain. That is where an order says, this is what you are, this is what you were, this is what you will remain. But low is not the one who lives close to the ground. Low is the one who stands on shoulders and still despises them. Rígr's journey shows how a world names its people. Thrall, Karl, Jarl, 3 houses, 3 fires, 3 places inside an ancient order. But religion does not kneel before every order. Just because it is old, for a throne does not become sacred. Just because people learned to stand before it. Perhaps there are good rulers for 1 summer, for 10 years, for 1 generation. But a throne does not ask who sits upon it today. It only waits patiently for the next human being who mistakes power for right. The problem is not only the bad king. The problem is the chair that whispers to every human being that he may live above others. Ái and Edda remained behind. Smoke and earth, bread and weariness. Hands that held the world without the world carrying their name. And from their door came no glory, no freedom, no power, but the first warning of this journey. An order that despises those who carry it is no order. It is only pride on borrowed shoulders. But Rígr went on, for the human being is not only burden, not only labor, not only the endurance of a world that needs him and does not name him. Before him lay the second house, the weighted Ái and Edda. The weighted not only work, the weighted skill, the weighted call. And there began the next question. What is a human being worth when he does not rule, but can do something?